Hey guys, Zephyrnix here, and I'm about to eat breakfast right now. I thought I'd do a video here. So I'm actually, check it out. This is what I'm eating right now. So I got sausage, right? Sausage, and I have what they call breakfast casserole. What that is actually it's egg with tomatoes, onions, and peppers, and all that in a casserole format. This is actually Swiss cheese on top of it. Melt it down. Great, great, great right there. It's great, especially when you're on a go. You know, you want to go ahead and eat, and then, you know, you're ready to go to work or whatever. Breakfast casserole is always the way to go. Then you have mullet. This is actually a fish, not the hairstyle, but the actual fish. This is not like sexual Sony. It's actually a good fried fish. Really good. And you take it down, you wash it all down with a nice cold glass of Coke. See? Coke. No, I was kidding. A nice cold glass of Coke. Granted, I would like orange juice or something like that, but right now, because wife is pregnant, she's like dousing down everything that is organic right now, so it's kind of hard to really, anyway, so aside from that, I want to go ahead and talk about some things now. Now, of course, per the title page, I love when I say that. But anyway, I want to talk about some other things too. First of all, I've been watching the new X-Men anime that has been out. It's been fantastic so far. I'm up to level 8. I'm up to episode 8, which is definitely good. So as you guys know or may not know, Marvel made a deal with from the guys from Japan. I forget which company, but basically what they did was this. Marvel's going to have a 12 episode for each franchise that they have. By each franchise, I mean a limited franchises too. So it's like for 12 episodes, it's going to be for X-Men, 12 episodes for Wolverine and himself, 12 episodes for Iron Man, and 12 episodes for Blade. The one funny part I thought was kind of funny was that the Wolverine from the regular anime, from his own anime, looks a lot different than the Wolverine from his X-Men anime. I thought that was really weird, but I mean, I let it go. I was like, well, whatever's whatever. But I just thought that was really weird. I also found out that Modern Warfare will have an Elite package, which will be a paid service for Modern Warfare 3. Basically, what it's going to do is it's called. I think from what I'm reading here, it looks like it's going to be equivalent to the Bungie Pro package. So it's not a bad thing because it's not like forcing you to it's not exactly forcing you to do anything, but nonetheless, you know, it might be something that you guys might want to consider checking out if you're especially into doing things for Modern Warfare, such as like you know, if you're into Modern Warfare and you like to do machinima. I'm not exactly sure what it is, and I'm not really interested in that particular thing, but I'm just saying it might be something that you may be interested in if you like machinima or Call of Duty, which I don't like Call of Duty. Anyway, so one thing I want to talk about is this. Now, this whole thing with PlayStation Network going down, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's been happening to PlayStation Network. Long story short, PlayStation Network has basically servers all over the world that are Sony servers actually are being hacked. There was one in Japan that was hacked. There was one in the UK that was hacked. There was one in Canada that was hacked. So it's like, wow, you know. And then I found out recently, thanks to who was it? Let me give a call out real quick. Shout out to Vicious Dave. Actually, he actually released a video called "Full PlayStation Network Services to Return This Week." I wasn't aware that it was still down. You know, I'm like, what? It's still down? You know, so I mean, that's really funny. But you know what? Besides that, though, what we need to do is we need to sit back and take a cue from Sony. I think Microsoft needs to take one particular cue from Sony, and that's this. If you can't do it, you need to find someone who can. Now, let's just get it out the way. Now, as an Xbox gamer, I will say this. The Xbox is a mere conduit. The whole hardware for Xbox is irrelevant. It's all about Xbox Live. We all know that. We all know that. But with that being said, in terms of the Red Ring of Death and all that, and scratch this, I say this. Microsoft, if you can't do it, find someone else who can. I believe that's even a quote from a game, you know. you're doing it. I'll find someone else who can, or something like that. Anyway, but yeah, seriously, like that whole Red Ring of Death. I mean, the whole thing with, I mean, a lot of people want to go ahead and jump on the whole Xboxes had the poor premise to do with the Red Ring of Death. Reality of it is that PlayStation 3 suffered from the same fate, just not at, not that much, not compared to the Xbox 360. They didn't, no, but they still suffer from the same fate. The thing is, if you can't find someone else who can, if you can't do it yourself, find someone else who can. Scratch discs, nah. And then come to find out that your discs were actually kind of, your disk drive was so weak, it was just sitting there. And I understand how you do it. Basically, you sit it in there and, and you just have it spinning. Yeah, and I think it's really stupid. Or I don't know how these kids actually came ahead and actually was able to actually grab a system. That was real stupid on Microsoft's part to even let them do that. But the point in case, though, is that it's like the fact that it still scratches the disc, the fact that you can still shake it, and it's not 100% like held down and connected. That's what the hell's wrong with you, Microsoft? I mean, no, it's not like shit can happen. Like some people were saying, it's like, really, dude, what shit can really happen? What exactly are you referring to that could really, really happen? That would cause a scratch disc like that. For the new Slims. I mean, really, what could possibly happen? Unless you were talking about you're playing a video game and you all of a sudden have an earthquake, then I'll holler at you. I understand that. If you're living on a boat, you shouldn't have electronic equipment to begin with. But if you're living on a boat and all of a sudden you get hit by a tidal wave, yeah, I get that too. Okay? If you were playing your Xbox and a couple of days ago Jesus came down for the rapture, yes, I get that too. It can get a little bit shaky, what with the world being destroyed and all that. But the thing is this. With that being said, I ain't feeling any sausage patties. But with that being said, there's not much that can happen. Now, Red Ring of Death. I have not had the Red Ring of Death. I would knock on some wood. I'll tell you what, knock on wood. There you go. Knock on some wood. That's the best wood in here. Now, anyway, but the thing is, I've not had the Red Ring of Death, but I know a lot of people who have actually had the Red Ring of Death. And Microsoft, that is inexcusable. There really is. There is no excuse for the whole Red Ring of Death thing. It doesn't make any sense for you to have that. You guys need to get up on your game. I mean, I understand that the console at this point in time, at this point in the generation, the console is almost irrelevant compared to the actual, because it's just a conduit, as I said before, for Xbox Live. Xbox Live is where the real meat and potatoes of the console really is. But with that being said, though, how can I get to the meat and potatoes if the plate's broken? Right? I'm just saying. Microsoft, you really need to go up on your game this time. Now, do I suspect Xbox 360, Xbox 720 to be at this E3? A lot of people are saying no. I will tell you this. Do I believe that? I'm not sure. Because I will tell you this. I know that Microsoft is actually planning something big. And I'll tell you why. Microsoft usually goes out of their way for extra media coverage when it comes down to their big announcements. Microsoft has been all over the place, having people, getting people to go ahead and show off their press conference in different areas. That usually indicates that something big is going to be announced. Now, I heard a couple of rumors here. I heard that the Xbox is going to, Microsoft is going to announce that the Xbox will have 3D for 3D will be added to their system. With that being said, I also, as I understand it, they might be using IZ3D technology, which basically means that if they actually do that, they will become more superior in terms of 3D than the PlayStation product. The reason why is because IZ3D does all 3D. It doesn't do like the way PlayStation does it. They do one form of 3D, which is the stereoscopic 3D. But with the Xbox. If they do what I think they're going to do, not only will they have stereoscopic, but they have the analogically or something like that 3D, which is the red and cyan or the blue and or whatever it's called. Basically, all forms of 3D, which would seem more viable, more superior, or just because it has more options. Basically, what I'm saying, the same exact reason why you guys believe that Mortal Kombat is better on the PlayStation 3 because of the fact that it has one extra character. Anyway, which, by the way, I play Kratos. Let me tell you something. He's got some great fatalities. I'm just saying. Kratos is a beast. But, we don't know yet. I'm definitely looking forward to this E3. Something tells me, and a lot of people are saying this, and I gotta agree with you guys, this E3 will be the best E3 to date. I'm really starting to believe that. We are starting to get a lot of information here. We're about to see the next generation of gaming. Will they in fact go digital distribution? Ironically enough, a lot of websites seem to think so. They seem to start hinting towards that. They're saying it's possible that it won't happen, but we all know it will happen. So a lot of people are thinking that. I know Persistent Thug still doesn't believe it. I know it's going to happen. I'm not exactly sure if it's going to happen this particular generation. But that being said, for Microsoft, I kind of hope it does. Because, no more scratch this. But, aside from that, this is just a lot of things that I would prefer to go ahead and, I would prefer to go ahead and deal with, and scratch this is not one of them. So I wanted to go ahead and talk about this too. I actually received a top 10 things that we want from our next console generations, and these are actually an interesting list here. Number 10 is cross-platform play. Agreed. I would love to see some more cross-platform gaming play. Granted that Steam, recently, Portal 2 did it with Steam and PlayStation 3, but 5 years before that, Xbox did it with 2 or 3 other games. Number 9 is the digital era. There too, they're ready. This website, VG Charts, by the way, they're ready to go ahead and do digital distribution as well. Me too. I quite frankly, it's because of the PC that I am so tired of discs. So what else? More secure network. They're talking about PlayStation 3. PlayStation Network then. So other things here. You can read the whole list if you want to. Just go to this website. No more format wars. I agree. If you're going to do digital distribution, do it. If you're going to do Blu-ray, do it. No more console or retailer exclusive DLC. Yeah. That whole exclusive for the PlayStation 3 bullshit and exclusive for the Xbox crap, exclusive at Walmart, yeah, I'm not all for that. Backwards compatibility that sticks around. Yep, they're making another reference towards the PlayStation 3. Seriously, or PlayStation 2 rather. Seriously, I didn't understand that. Why do you start off with the backward compatibility with PlayStation 2 and then don't put it in there? I've heard people was like, well, it cuts the cost. Well, what about now? By now, it's not, I'm just saying. More launch titles, once again, pointing towards the PlayStation 3. So, yeah. I don't know what else to say about that. Anyway, it's about 14 minutes, and I'm wasting enough of your time. I'm going to go ahead, eat my breakfast casserole, eat my fish, do my Coke, and have a good night. Peace.